I want to make a brief video to explain how to do the extra credit visit to a museum and also give you some specific recommendations of museums to visit. So just a little background to this. I love to read, and it's a great passion in life, and reading is a fabulous way to expand your mind through just we get to see the best thoughts, sometimes the worst thoughts too, of thousands and thousands of people we'll never meet. It's an amazing thing to be able to read and get into their mind and what they discover about how life works, their perspective on life and what happens and what it's like to be a human being and the loves, passions, despair, tragedy, triumph. It's all there. Um, what a fabulous way to explore the entire human experience through writing. But, I don't know, but it's also amazing to be able to actually see things visually, and you don't get that with writing, although we can get many things with our imagination to writing. But in any case, you probably know where I'm going with this, right? It's one thing to read about, say, Augustus Caesar. It's another thing to actually see a sculpture of him. It's a different visceral experience. Actually, you need both. You need the reading, but actually to see it is just different. Or in this case, to see Augustus' wife, Livia. Um, and you can see both of them down at the Getty Villa in Pacific Palisades down the LA area. Amazing. So to be able to say, like, that's the person, that's them. Now, obviously, the sculptures, the artist photoshops them because they look amazing, as well, like all artists to depict us. They probably shave them and everything else. So, in any case, my point was, if you guys, for extra credit, if you would like to, there's amazing museums to visit. And I'll try to make this video relatively short, but hopefully I can encourage you guys to get out of the Central Valley and go see some amazing world-class museums. And actually, there's actually a few here in the Central Valley too. They're not quite world-class, but certainly in the Bay Area in LA, they're world-class. So in this video, I'm going to do a couple things. One is I'm going to try to entice you guys to get out of here and go see one of these amazing museums. I'm going to briefly describe how to do the write-up that will go along with your museum visit, and then I'm going to describe and try to, again, entice you guys with some amazing places, and I'll list them out for you guys in this brief video. So very first thing, if you do select a museum you want to go to, just take your phone with you, and while you're at the museum, take a photograph of yourself at the museum. So you can do a selfie, you and your friends and family. By the way, I recommend you guys go with friends. If you go with family, great. Boyfriend, girlfriend, brothers, sisters, friends. Make a day trip of it. Get some good food while you're there. Have a good time. You guys are college students, unique time in life. Get out there and see the world. These museums are all amazing. So friends, family, love interest, go. Have a fabulous day there. Get some good food, coffee, whatever, and enjoy some amazing art. So while you're there, take a photograph, a selfie of yourself at the museum, and you could choose 5 things in the museum: pieces of art, sculpture, painting, whatever you see that really grabs you. Use your cell phone and take a photograph of those 5 things. By the way, use your phone also to, usually there's a little plaque next to that piece of art. So take a picture of that too. So both the piece of art and a little plaque, so you know who the artist was. You also know more about that piece of art. Choose 5 pieces that grabbed your attention, that you liked or provoked you or fascinated you or maybe bothered you. But 5 pieces of art that really grabbed you for whatever reason. And in the write-up, when you get back home, you'll put those 5 images, again, from your phone or camera, put them into your paper, and then briefly, like in a small paragraph, describe why you selected those 5 things. Now, the nice thing is this is not a hard academic write-up like you guys might do in a normal paper. Think of your response as just like a Yelp review. So the first half will be just you narrating what your visit was like. So don't worry about it to be all technical. No, I mean that. It's like a Yelp review. So we got in the car Sunday morning or Saturday morning, and me and my boyfriend, girlfriend, brothers, sisters, my friends, classmates, whoever, we drove over to the Young Museum in San Francisco. We got there around 10 a.m., went in the museum, and just narrate your experience. How was lunch? How was the museum? What did you expect? What was it like? What did you really enjoy? Just narrate it. Just, again, if you were talking to me in person, you would just describe it naturally. Perfect. That's what I'm looking for. You have to describe your adventure there, along with those 5 things you guys chose. So all total, probably taking me 2 or 3 pages to do this. But remember, part of these are images because you'll also have an image of you smiling, waving, the wave, but your selfie at the museum of your choice. So, all right. So the write-up is pretty straightforward. You can also look at the instructions here on this page as well. But I want to give you guys a very brief, I'll try to do this briefly. It's hard for me because I love all these places. I like to tell you stories about when I visit these places and things I love about them. I'm going to try not to do that very long because I want to make this video relatively short. But I want to briefly describe some amazing places you guys can go. So let me make this screen a little smaller so I can get to, hopefully. There we go. Okay. All right. So the first one of these in the Bay Area is the DeYoung Museum over in San Francisco. It's in Golden Gate Park. They have an amazing collection. They don't have a lot necessarily from the Western ancient world, but they have some amazing things from throughout the larger world, Mesoamerica, Polynesia, the islands, Africa, and they have an amazing art collection in more recent times, including United States history. It's a wonderful place. It's the DeYoung Museum over in Golden Gate Park. The architecture of the place is amazing. If you guys go, definitely go up in the tower you guys see right here. The views from there are just amazing. Look at the entire Bay Area. And then inside the museum, again, an amazing art collection from all over the world. Modern art, classical art, African art, art from all over. That piece of art you see right here is a piece of Mayan art from Mesoamerica. Amazing. It's an amazing place, the DeYoung. Highly recommend that place. It'd be a great choice for you guys to start. Right next to DeYoung is the Japanese tea gardens. It's right next door. It's like you just got in a plane and flew 12 hours to Tokyo, went to Kyoto or Tokyo, and these amazing Japanese gardens perhaps you've heard about. Well, right next door to the DeYoung, right next door is the Japanese tea garden. It's an amazing place. You even have a little tea garden in there. A tea house. We can go in there and get some matcha tea and some Japanese snacks. There's a little gift shop in there. Amazing trails and ponds and pools and footpaths and the Japanese style bridges. It's an amazing place to visit. I highly recommend the Japanese tea garden. It's right next to the DeYoung. You actually do 2 for 1. You could do the DeYoung and then maybe spend a couple hours in the Japanese tea garden right next door and get double the extra credit. I'd recommend that place to you guys. Beautiful, amazing place for photographs. Wonderful. All right. Also in the Bay Area is the Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum of San Jose. You can just Google it. They have a quite good collection of Egyptian art. So if a lot of you guys expressed in your intros to the class, you guys are fascinated by the ancient Egyptian world, this is the best place in the West Coast to get a little feel for that. They have dioramas. They have a mock or a recreated Egyptian tomb, which my young kids were terrified to go into when I took them there the first time. They have things also from ancient other civilizations too, ancient Sumeria, ancient Assyrians, Babylonians, but they are focused primarily on ancient Egypt. It's an amazing place. It's the Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum, San Jose. It's not that far away. I'd recommend that to you guys. It's great. There's look at the tomb on the left. That'd be a sculpture of Nefertiti there on the right, one of the great queens of Egypt. Also in the Bay Area is a Legion of Honor, an amazing museum over there too. Has an outstanding collection. They actually have some pretty good Greek and Roman art, stuff from the ancient world, all the way up through the Renaissance into the modern era. An amazing place, beautiful building on the Greco-Roman style. It's a piece of Egyptian art there on the left, and you see it's a classical piece of art from the Renaissance there on the right. Just an outstanding museum, beautiful location. You might want to do, say, the DeYoung Museum in the morning. Get in your car and drive over to the Legion of Honor Museum in the afternoon. I think you might even be able to get some kind of joint price for the two of them because they're sister museums, and you can get double the extra credit. Both of them are amazing places. So, one more place in the Bay Area I highly recommend you guys, which is the Asian Art Museum in San Francisco. It is frankly the best collection of Asian art on the West Coast of the United States. It's an outstanding collection. The museum is beautiful. It's in the former Library of San Francisco. The building is beautiful, although the building design is Western, but inside is a treasure trove of art from all over East Asia to Southeast Asia, all the way into the Middle East. An amazing place. Chinese art, Korean, Japanese, Mongolian, Indian, Pakistani, Bangladesh, Malaysian, Indonesian, etc., etc. An amazing place. Oftentimes they have new exhibits of all kinds of stuff. Beautiful stuff from East Asia all the way to Central Asia, Southeast Asia. It's an amazing place to visit. Cannot recommend that highly enough. The Asian Art Museum in San Francisco, really good. There's some more images of amazing art you'll see there in the museum. There's some more contemporary art in there too. All right, now here in the Central Valley, surprise, we actually have a couple of museums that are not bad. They're actually pretty good. Up in Stockton, we have a museum called the Hagen Museum. Surprise, I would not have guessed that if I didn't know that Stockton did not put Stockton down, but that Stockton has a quite good museum. Well, it's not a huge museum. You don't need to be there all day, but probably 2 hours. But they have a surprisingly good, small but surprisingly good collection of Egyptian, Greek, and Roman art. Mummified cats and dogs and mummies, and it's amazing. And they have some amazing, I guess surprisingly, but masterpieces. That's the Renoir from the Impressionists there on the left. They also have some local history in there too. You can see an Egyptian casket mummy there on the right. But it's an amazing museum, not that far away, just in Stockton, called the Hagen. It's very good, recommend it. Now, a little farther south, down in Fresno, the Fresno Art Museum. The Fresno Art Museum is kind of bite-sized. It's not a big museum, probably 1 hour. You've seen the whole thing. But they have, surprisingly, a quite good collection of Mesoamerican art. So if you're not able to get to the Bay Area, this might be a good short-handed way to get to the Fresno Museum of Art because it's a little bit closer perhaps to you. It's also not a long visit, so probably an hour, hour and a half you've seen the whole museum, you're good. Now, these next options are quite a bit farther away. I totally get it. Might not work for you guys. I don't expect you to drive all the way to Los Angeles just for my class, although you can if you want to. More likely you're going down to LA to visit friends or family or a Disneyland trip or Universal Studios, or you're a Harry Potter fan, you have to get to whatever it is. You got to get down to LA. But while you're there in LA, there's some amazing museums, world-class museums I cannot recommend highly enough. And the first on the list would be the Getty Villa in Pacific Palisades. The location is beautiful. It's right off the beaches there in LA. And the museum is built as almost like going into time traveling to a very wealthy Roman era mansion. So that's what it's designed like. You see the pool in front of you on the screen there, the building in the background. An amazing, amazing place full of an outstanding collection of art from Greece and Rome. Now, it also has art from other ancient civilizations too, but Greece and Rome is undoubtedly their specialty. I mentioned at the start of this video. You guys, you see Augustus there, you see Livia, you'll see Tiberius, you'll see Caligula. Amazing stuff from the Greek world too. It's an amazing collection, beautiful location. You can get some Greek food there for lunch. Yeah, just an amazing place. Cannot recommend that place highly enough. If you can get to LA, I realize it's a bit away, but it's an amazing place. It's also free to get in. Now, you do need to book your tickets ahead of time, so you can Google the place, make sure it's open when you're going to be there, and you have time entry. You can book your tickets, print them out, or put them on your phone. But it's free to get into. You have to pay to park, I believe. But the museum, it's amazing, free. That's because Getty made so much money from oil back in the day that he can make his personal art collection available to the world, which is us, for free. There's some images from the Getty Villa. Again, an amazing place, extraordinary art collection there. Cannot recommend that place highly enough. Down in central LA, Los Angeles County Museum of Art has an outstanding art collection from the ancient world to modern. You could spend a day there if you wanted to. Amazing places for all kinds of cool photographs, stuff from the ancient world, getting all the way to the modern. Outstanding collection of all kinds of art. But much of it would be perfect for visiting the world for our class. So Los Angeles County Museum of Art, downtown LA, wonderful place. A couple more here before we're done. Huntington Library Art Gallery Gardens in San Marino in the larger LA area is an amazing place, extremely high on my list. They have an outstanding collection of art from the ancient world all the way to the modern. They have an amazing collection of rare books, which I love books, an amazing collection of rare books, books that change the world in their amazing library there. Beautiful buildings, and what makes this place extraordinary too is they have an extraordinary series of gardens built around the museum. When I say gardens, I don't mean just zucchini and squash and rows of corn, although that's nice too. I'm talking amazing pleasure gardens like you would find behind the Imperial Palace in China or in Japan. So they have an outstanding, amazing Japanese garden, Chinese garden. You can see the pictures in front of you, the pagodas there, the Chinese bridges. They have a tea house there, places you can eat there in the gardens. It's an amazing place. You can actually just go in, just hang out in the gardens. Although if you're going to go, definitely go to the museums too. But it's a place you could, it's a day trip basically. That's how amazing it is. You might spend the morning going to the art galleries, going look at the rare books. Afternoon, just hang out, chill in those gardens. Walk all through the Japanese gardens, the bonsai trees, and the faux temples, and then go to the Chinese gardens, maybe get something to eat. An amazing place. You need the gardens are so big, you need a map. They have a Greco-Roman style garden as well too. Just amazing. There's a map down the right, shows you how big it is. All right, finally, one last place I recommend in the LA area, although there's actually more. If you have other ideas, you can email me because there are actually a place I can recommend to you too. But one last one, because I want to make this video digestible. So one last one, the Getty Center in downtown. Well, I should say right above the Hollywood Hills. Getty Center is an amazing place. It's a sister of the Getty Villa. Now the Getty Villa is focused on the ancient world, Greece and Rome. The Getty Center is more from Western art all the way up to the present. But it also is free to get into. Architecturally, it's amazing. When you get there, you park. You need to pay to park, but the museum's almost free. You take a monorail up to the museum, which is on the hills. An amazing place full, outstanding collection of art, and a window into the world gone by. The architecture is amazing. It's a super cool place to go. You're in the hills overlooking LA. Once you tour the galleries, get some iced coffee and hang out there and just chill like many other LA residents are doing. Again, it has amazing kind of gardens around the museum. You can just chill and hang out after you visit the art galleries. It's just an amazing place. There you can see some of the gardens around the Getty Center, and you can see the art galleries there in the background. And I promised you I would make this as short as I could. So there's one more view from the Getty Center looking down on downtown LA. Get out and see one of these amazing museums, world-class museums that'll make the past come alive in a way nothing else will. And you'll have fun doing it. So get some family, friends, loved ones, romantic interest, whatever. Good friends, classmates. Get in the car, get your phone charged up, take photos while you're there, and have a wonderful time. These places are all amazing. It'll be one of the highlights of the semester for you. So hope you enjoy, and yeah, enjoy connecting with some amazing places, amazing, beautiful art, and the window to the past. Take care, everybody. Enjoy.